I am God. I am pop. I am late. I know. So, yeah. Let me switch to my tablet screen. Well, let me show you something. Um, Forget that. Hang on. Well, get a new page. Okay. Um, what am I talking about? Well, I am talking about, see, the word population. So, there's the world population. That's everyone on planet Earth. So, you know that the Pope, he speaks Latin. Yeah? Pope, you, Latin. And Latin is a dead language. You see, it's all the Catholic Church is evil. It doesn't want me to be heard. Um, so what is it? The Catholic Church, they have I think they call it they say that silence is the language of God. Well, if silence is the language of God, then how is it that I'm talking to you right now? How is this correct then? It's not. It's a total lie. I'm speaking to you right now. I am not being silent. And I am 37 years old. I guess you could say, well, I guess I would say that I feel like I'm late. Yeah, I feel like I'm late. Yeah. I used to speak Latin. Well, I used to learn Latin when I was at school, when I was a little boy, when I was, 10 to 12 years old. Well, actually, more like 13. Actually, more like 14, actually. But anyway, something like that. I mean, this is the thing, right? So the Pope, at the moment, they want to pick a new Pope, right? Um, I mean, look, this is really annoying. Popular, okay? Popular. So popul, popul. All right, so just look at that bit. Popul, R. Yeah, you know what R means, yeah? Like they are. Popul, popul, R. And then look at this. Popul, ation. Ation. Or popul, shun. Well, I can tell you one thing. I am not popular. I have no friends. I don't speak to anyone in my biological family unless I absolutely have to, and that is basically never, and probably never again. So this is the thing. Um, so there's the world population, but I'm not popular. See, the way language is designed, it is to hide me. It is to make me look like it's to prevent you from hearing me and seeing me. Because Mary is very evil. And her ghost is here with me. She basically sits on my face. So, and the thing is, she was Aaliyah Dana Houghton. She was American. Yeah? And she's trying to pretend that I'm in South America because her genitals, you could say, her pubic region, her south, is on my face. And so, that's Latin America. And Latin is a dead language. She's trying to pretend that I am dead. You see, by her ghost clinging onto me, my body, she thinks she can hide me. I mean, what does hide? Hide means butt. Yeah, it means rump. It means butt. It means rear end. That's why she's sitting on my face with her. She's got her hide on my face. Yeah. It took me a while to figure out who she was. Didn't take me that long though. You know how I figured out who she is? I'll show you. So, um, I figured out that. So it was a few years ago. I found out she died in a plane crash on the 25th of August, 2021. And when I found out that, because I knew she was a black woman, because she told me she was black, so I tried to figure out who she was. Her ghost. She told me who she was. Well, she told me that she was a black woman. That's what she told me. Um, and then I found out about Aaliyah dying in the plane crash about just slightly more than 2 weeks before 9/11, which happened in New York. And so I figured out it's her, and I know that now. I've known that for ages. That's how I figured out. And also, her birthday is the 16th of January, 1979. Now, do you notice something there? Yeah? Yeah, you notice this? So, you see that? Or, yeah, look, 116, yeah, so 116 is 9/11, upside down. She's a witch. She's only interested in power, worship. She wants to be worshipped. She wants to get what she wants to have at my expense, and obviously that ain't happening. So, what else can I say about all this? Um, See, the thing about the Catholic Church is that, you know what? Well, what I was saying about her, pubic region, and South America. Well, if you don't believe me, okay, well, let's talk about this then. Okay, so the cat, holy, yeah, so the cat hole, yeah, so what's a cat? It's a pussy cat, isn't it? And what's a hole? Yeah, a pussy hole, yeah. Have you seen the imagery of Mary in what looks like an oval shaped thing where she's like she's like this in a thing like this? Yeah, what do you think that's supposed to be? What's that supposed to look like? So what are the Catholics worshipping, do you think? Yeah, they're worshipping Mary, her vagina, because they think, well, I mean even they've even got imagery of Jesus in an oval shaped thing as well. Basically like, oh, that's Jesus Christ. He came out of Mary's vagina. Yeah. And they're like, and that's they worship Mary. Um, and this is one of the reasons why she sat on my face. As hard as that is to believe, it's true. Um, yeah, she's a liar. Yeah, a liar. Yeah, Alia. You see, Alia is in the word. So if I put a liar, you see, look, take that out. Alia. Yeah, Lee is in light, lie. Ooh, life. Yeah, my dead mum. So, when I was born in 1987, my mum, Fiona, gave birth to me, right? Her name, short name, is Fee. Lee Fee. And obviously, you can see that the word lie is in life. Yeah? Because it's babble. This is all babble. It's all about confusion. You see, the world wants to worship Mary. Yeah? She's Mother Earth. She's dirt. Okay? Dirt. Yeah? Dirty dirt. That's what she is. What is matter? What does that word mean? Yeah? In Latin, mater means mother. And if you haven't noticed, you see, she wants to use the Catholic Church and the Pope. You know, he's called the Holy Fat Her. Well, if you noticed, Pope Francis, well, he was fat, wasn't he? Obviously, you know, Aaliyah Dana Houghton, well, she had a low fat body, right? So she had a low percentage of fat on her body, right? So what she wants to make it look like is that he's in her south. He's, you know, he's the one going to the Catholic Church. He's speaking Latin, you know, and obviously she wants to pretend that he's, you know, Latino. He's in South America, um, you know, and because this matters, because in magic, the pubic area of the body, you know, the butthole is the moon, and it looks like a star, and the sun is a star. So it's a magic thing. If you don't understand that, I've explained it a lot. Okay. Um, I mean, obviously Latin O, yeah, O. You know, that's a circle. Yeah, a circle is a hole. Um, yeah, I don't really think there's much else to say about this, really. The fact that people worship her, it's their, you know, it's their fault. You know, it's people suffer because of that. I mean, look at South America. It's a total mess. You know, what happens, you know, you got all these migrants, yeah, migrants that want to go from South America to North America. And the thing is that my name is Grant. Yeah? Grant Crisis. Yeah? So I'm God and I want people to listen to me. If you don't listen to me, well, you're going to have a lot of problems. Yeah? The world is going to suffer immensely because what the world wants to do, it wants to worship dirty Mother Earth instead of me, God. Yeah? So, I mean, this is the thing, you know, she is Mary. So, you know, she's Lee, really, or Reali. Yeah. Um, you know what remind is? Yeah, look, I got up here, look. You know, you got rethink, remember, remind. Um, you know, the world and her, you know, she is using Babel. Yeah, she is the whore of Babylon. Yeah, and Babel. Yeah, you notice on her name, her nickname that people used to call her, they used to call her Baby Girl. Yeah, Baby, baby, Babi, Babi, Babel, Babylon. Yeah, the whore of Babylon. And the thing is, people want to go to, you know, Ho Li or Ho Lai Mass. So this is all about her ass. This is Ho Lai Ma Ass. It's witchcraft. It's all about her being a whore. Yeah, she's drunk on the blood of the saints. That's me. She's drunk. She wants to be drunk on my blood, on my sacrifice. She wants to be worshipped in place of me. She wants to hide me. She wants to pretend like I don't exist. If I don't get what I want from people, there's going to be a lot of people will pay the price. People will die. People will get destroyed. You have massive earthquakes. Yeah, people falling, dropping dead. You have no money left in the bank. You won't have a house to live in. You won't have a pot to piss in. Yeah, that's what will happen. So I've made myself clear once again.